What's up, everybody? J Spool, movies, music, sports, and life. And feel free to call me a hater. And in this situation where I'm hating, I'm not necessarily upset with Deion Sanders, but I'm a little bit upset with Karrueche Trent, and I feel like I'm justified. How can I put this? I believe that there's too many women who just have just 1 ounce of talent, and then they leverage that leverage that 1 ounce of talent with far beyond average looks. So Karrueche is far from average looking. And then it's like the formula is a little bit of talent, far from average looks, and then I have to have a man that is rich and famous. That's the part that's pissing me off slightly. So follow me on this. Cassie fits that exact model. Cassie got a little bit of talent. Her looks way exceed the level of talent that she has. But then that last point that I'm talking about, she was not satisfied unless she found a man that was rich and famous. See, it does a double knockout punch, if I can say that. It does a double knockout punch. Rich, that means she had P Diddy because he had all the money. So he protects her and insulates her so that with that little bit of talent I have, I mean, I'm still gonna try to work. But if I can't get any work, I'm still just as marketable or relevant because I have a rich man that also everybody knows. Because the new thing is, the people go on to these platforms, whether it be Say Cheese, Street Status, the kind of platforms that Jaguar Wright goes into. Those people will pay you simply because the dude that you humping on is rich and famous. So therefore, not only do you stay relevant, you can monetize your relevancy even with your little bitty piece of talent. So now take that, and I'm gonna apply that to Karrueche. I don't think she sings, but I've seen her act before. Her acting is just, it's passable. It's nothing. I don't see an Oscar in her future, anything like that. But it's passable. But she's very good looking, and then she is known because she was the rebound relationship from Chris Brown. And then for, I think they tell me 5 years. Does that sound right, y'all? 5 years? She dated Victor Cruz at the NFL for 5 years. NFL and NBA players have it rough because once they're done playing, their relevance just can't their relevance just can't be used by these type of women. It only matters why you're playing. And I say that to say to all my athletes out there, I guess all my athletes and former athletes who end up becoming coaches, I can't say that I'm mad at y'all for taking it what's there, but I do kind of wish there was some type of way that y'all could find a woman that just really wanted you. So, like in the case of Prime, it's just so obvious. In order to explain what Karrueche is doing or what she just did by, I don't even think this was meant to come out. I think this slipped out that Deion was messing with her, because if not, we would have heard about this a long time ago. I think the cancer reveal is part of, it was like a package rollout, like two, like 1 and 1, 2 and 2. I'm going to admit that I had, bladder cancer, and also Karrueche has been by my side throughout the cancer. Because he's been coaching for 2 years. You wouldn't think that we would have heard about her, but he definitely kept her tucked away. But in order to make my point, in a text message with one of her real close friends, I can't remember if it was Misa or somebody else during the Diddy trial, the friend expressed frustration with Cassie from the standpoint of, how can I empathize with you when Diddy is just dragging you like this, kicking you barefoot with his nasty feet? Can you imagine the bottom of P. Diddy nasty feet kicking you in the face and chest and stomach? Because this was a report of he just kept karate kicking her out of the house one day, to the point that the young lady had to call Cassie's mother and say, you need to send somebody to come get her, because I think Diddy's going to kill her. When the young lady expressed frustration with Cassie about why would you stay with somebody like that, her response was, Jay-Z is already taken. Meaning by Beyonce. But I'm not even advocating, I'm not even saying this should be me. A special ed teacher that bounces between Milwaukee and Atlanta once a year. Like, yeah, it's, I don't have any reason to be well enough known to be on her radar. What I am saying is, if you go from Chris Brown to Victor Cruz to Deion Sanders, then you are Cassie. Jay-Z is already taken. Yeah, I'm Karrueche. I want another black man that's rich and famous, but Beyonce already got Jay-Z, so I'm gonna go with Deion Sanders. Even though he only has 4 toes left, and he needs an adult diaper, and he's 57 years old, she'll be 38. She'll be 38 next year. So, this isn't immoral on Deion's part, 20-year age difference, but it's more unethical to Karrueche to me that you're using Deion for the security and comfort of the money, and also the fact that he is very popular, very well known, very famous, to the point that you can still monetize off the fact that this is who you in a relationship with. And you wonder why brothers only go for drugs, sports, entertainment. It's the prime example. You can be 57 years old, only have 4 toes left, and can't go to the bathroom of your own, but somebody like Karrueche still wants you. And I apologize if it seems insensitive to Deion what I'm saying, because Deion is my guy, and I'm definitely not trying to knock him. I'm just knocking the inauthenticity of a young lady such as herself that just gotta grab on to somebody rich and famous.